Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Eric the Old Jarhead here, and I wanted to talk to you today about this guy up here, which is the WEN 3410 3-speed air handler. I don't know what the heck you call it anymore. I got it on Amazon, oh gosh, almost 3 years ago for $154, something like that. Believe it or not, today they're $129, and you don't see that very often. So, now, to be clear, WEN doesn't sponsor me. They didn't give it to me. Nobody's giving me one of these things. It's just me telling you what I got and why I like it and that kind of stuff. Now, this is an air handler for 400 square feet. I have it in about 120 square feet. So, why 120 square feet? Well, this is the room that I do most of my planing and my sanding in. So if I'm gonna do some big planing with my router sled, you may have seen me do that in some of my past woodworking videos. I don't do a lot of those. I run a sawmill channel, but occasionally I do some woodworking stuff too. So sometimes I'll bring that to you. And I built this room for that purpose. So this workbench, I actually built this out of wood that I milled on my sawmill up at our property. It's mostly ponderosa pine. There's one piece of Doug fir right here. The rest of it's all ponderosa pine. Why is that Doug fir? I don't know. I thought it looked cool. But, and I built this for planing and router planing, which makes a ton of sawdust, and sanding stuff, right? If I'm going to sand something down, I'm going to bring it in here. And I can turn that on. And the beauty of it is I can turn it on like this. There it goes. And turn it off like that. Super simple. I can set some time. So let's say I've been working in here for a while. I've been running it nonstop. I want it to shut down eventually. And I'm going to go have dinner or whatever. I can tell it to run for 1 or 2 or 4 hours, and away it goes. And it'll run like that, and it'll shut down on its own. So nice feature. It's got a 5 micron filter on the back. It's got a 1 micron filter on the inside. And you know what? It really does help. Now, it's made for 400 square feet. That's what they say. The amount of air that it moves, the maximum is 400 cubic feet per minute. It has a 3-speed motor, so it can do 300, 350, or 400 CFM. They say that that's good for 400 square feet. I've got 900 in this entire shop. So to be honest with you, I'd like to get at least one more, if not 2, and put them out there. And at $129, I think I might get another one here pretty soon. So, but in any case, you know, I've never had something like this before, right? I've always just, you know, breathed in the sawdust, or, you know, used a vacuum and shop vac on my sanders and stuff. I do have a N100 mask behind me that I use, especially when I'm doing a lot of heavy sanding, grinding, router planing, that kind of stuff. It's just the dust is too horrible. But I mentioned it in a previous video that it was dusty in here. And I wasn't running this because honestly, I'm not gonna run it during a video. It's a little noisy. It's not bad. Again, let's turn it on. So you can see it's really not bad. It's pretty quiet. I like that about it. It's not really obtrusive. I'll turn it off because not much point in having it on during the video. Now this unit is set up so that it has eye hooks on top. And it comes with chains and hooks so that you can put some eye hooks right into the ceiling, which I think it even came with those too. And you hook it up, chain it up. You do need an outlet somewhere, and I had one installed up there just for this purpose. And it just hangs up here above your head and draws in all that sawdust and runs it out. Now let me show you something. I just changed this filter out, and you know, it's, look at this. Look at that. Poof. Might as well run that for a few. So this really works. It picks all the big sawdust out. You'll notice on the back side, it's not too bad on the back side. It's pretty clean still. This one wasn't that old, but I decided to go ahead and switch it out anyway. And it'll draw all that dust. In fact, right now, I can see the dust rising. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but I'm running 4K. Maybe you can see it. But I can see the dust actually rising while that thing is running right now, so that it can pull all that sawdust out of the air. So kind of a short video for you. I just wanted to do a quick review of this WEN 3410. It's a 3-speed. It's got a remote control. So right now it's on the low setting. I can just hit this here. That's medium. And there we go on the high setting. Pretty simple. I'll show that to you here in a second. We'll get up and I'll show you around a little bit. But honestly, for 129 bucks, it's done me really well. This is 3 years. I've used it quite a bit. I go through filters quite a bit. I do find I can knock these filters out, use a shop vac, clean them out a little bit, and reuse them. That does seem to help. So it's something to consider. But if you're thinking about getting one of these WEN air handlers, the 3410, $129, you're thinking that's too cheap, right? That's no good. Folks, actually, I like it. It works pretty good. So it's pretty straightforward. You can see you've got two latches. You got a latch here, and then you got a latch up there that you pop out. It just pulls out, and you can also pull the inside out. On the back side, you can see there's your settings. You've got your 1, 2, 4 hours on, off, high, mid, low speeds. Pretty simple. It's got a fuse on the back. You can see that there's obviously sawdust that's settled in here, but I think the majority of that is because when it shuts off and everything settles and I'm blowing all kinds of sawdust, it's going to put some through it. So that's just kind of the way it goes. Nothing more to it really, folks. You can see up top, you've just got some chains. And then of course I ran that up there. Now I should take this and probably tie that up somewhere. I don't bother, to be honest with you, but you can kind of see what she looks like up top. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, nothing major to it. And all of this stuff here you see has been planed in here in this room. I use that big router right there, not the little one. That's a big 3 1/4 horse. I put a big 3-inch planing bit on it, and then I run that jig there on the table, back and forth. It's a slide, and I plane these. And so you could see this one's not planed, not planed, you know, not planed, and then you come here and you can see we've got them planed. And that's all stuff that came off the sawmill. Well, there you have it, folks. WEN 3410. I call it an air handler, air cleaner, air purifier, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up for 129 bucks. I don't think you can beat it. And no, folks, they don't sponsor me. So, anyway, folks, if you like this video, do me a favor, hit that like button down below. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll drop another video right here for you to check out. Y'all have a great day. The old Jarhead out.